Well, as you can see, back at deer camp, got the youngest stepson out this week, going to try to get him a deer. This time of year it's pretty hard to hunt where we hunt because usually after the second week of December they switch over to only coming on the property at night. But we're going to try to get us a deer, or try to get him one. Y'all wish him luck. I'm going to talk to you a little bit right now about government chipping citizens. We're hearing a lot about it. We heard a lot about it during the pandemic, how you were going to get microchipped and everything else. While I was home the other night, I watched just regular TV, first time in a long time I watched it, and it was showing commercials for the diabetics to get this thing implanted in their arm, and it works on an app on your phone, and it tells you, instantly what your sugar's doing all times of the day and everything. And people are okay with that, right? Because they don't have to prick their finger anymore. Them same people, some of them are say the government's never going to chip me, right? But yet they walk around with a chip in their arm constantly, right? That tells them their blood sugar levels and things like that. That's where we're coming in a society now where everything's easier with technology, right? Easier. A lot of people need to understand, if you're my age or older, you remember back when the debit cards came in, how you would get your debit card, right? The reason that came in, it was supposed to help lower robberies, things like that, and make paying bills easier. And then once everything went online, it made bills being paid a lot easier, right? It's getting to the point now where we are becoming too dependent on technology. We really are. I mean, we're getting to the point now where everything we do in life has to have something with technology to do with it, right? Your banking system. Vast majority of people now don't even see their paycheck, don't see cash. It just comes in the bank and they go spend it, right? Your bills, a lot of people, I've told you before, our local insurance company, when I go pay my vehicle insurance, if you pay cash, they charge you a fee to handle your cash. And that's the way it's going. They make it easier, like if you use your debit card or your credit card, you can even get your payment a little cheaper. Technology is a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong. I love technology when it comes to reading about history, because nowadays we can just pull something up on our phone and read about it, right? It's not like you have to go to the library and get a book or anything like that to read it. But it's also a very dangerous thing, because at any moment that technology can go away. It can just be hacked. It could have, something happen to it. All your money's gone. Everything's gone, right? Because you don't physically have it. A lot of people recommend prepping gold and silver. We do too. We said this in a video a couple days ago. Now they have these things where you can buy gold and silver, but you don't physically have it in your hand, right? It's at this place or bank or wherever, but it's not physically in your hand. If you do not have it in your hand, you do not own it. And that goes to anything. If you don't physically have control of it, you don't own it. We've all heard, don't count your chickens before your eggs hatch. It's getting to the point where technology has gotten, and it just keeps growing, but technology has gotten to the point where it makes your life easier, right? And more people want easy in life. That's what they want. You'll hear people also, say, well, I don't watch TV no more. I haven't watched TV in 10 years. I don't own a TV. You don't have to. Why? Because if you're commenting on this, you're watching me on a laptop or a cell phone or an iPad or something, right? So you have technology in your hand. You don't have to own a TV no more, because everything you need is right here in front of you, whatever electronic device you're using, right? What's going to happen when technology crashes? It's going to get very bad. A lot of people remember when the gas line got hacked down here in the south, maybe a year or two ago. I don't remember exactly when it was. And they shut down the gas line, remember? But the point of that is, they made it out that their system got hacked, right? What actually got hacked was their billing department. They didn't know how much or who to charge for the gas, so they just shut the whole line down, right? It made national news with it, acting like they got, cyber attacked, it destroyed their systems. No, they chose to shut it down because they didn't know who was getting what and how much to charge them. And that's where we are in society now. If let's say where you're working at and you get paid electronically, right? What happens if the place that's paying you has some kind of issue and they can't get your check out, right? They can't get your check to your bank, or your bank can't process it, or something goes on. and your bill's due that day, right? A lot of people do that. They'll push their bills to the last minute before that late charge and pay it, right? Technology, don't get me wrong, it's a wonderful thing, but it's also very bad. Excuse me. When you become fully dependent on it, that's a bad thing, because at any moment technology can go away. Could you imagine if we went back to being paid, all right, here's your check, go to the bank and cash it, and then go to every place and pay your bills, right? Could you imagine that? How many people would just get so mad and upset because they can't sit on their ass and just do it right there on the phone? A lot of people would get upset about it. A lot of bills probably wouldn't get paid either. But I firmly believe if we went back to cash, where people would pay their bills with cash, they would spend less money because they physically see it dwindling out of their hand, right? They physically see your stack going down, 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 and then, oh crap, I'm broke, you know? A lot of people also, they use that, I don't know exact words, but overdraft protection. They'll use that every month. They'd rather pay $35, you know, for overdrafts and just catch it up on the next check, right? That's where we are. It's where we are in society. It's going to get cold here tomorrow night. We're supposed to be in the 20s and not get out of the 30s. I know some of y'all that's not cold. It's a lot colder in your area, but here in Alabama, about 23 degrees at night. It's pretty chilly, pretty cold. I love it cold. I've told you, any temperature above 60, I'm sweating like I've been in a river. So I love the cold weather. But it's going to get a little cold. I hope little man here, 9-year-old, can handle it. 10, my bad. He just turned 10. That he can handle it, you know. I don't know. We're going to try. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this digital currency. All the apps, your whole life is controlled by apps now. You're walking around with things stuck in your arm that sends it to your phone and tells you your blood sugar levels. How trustworthy is that? You know, couldn't that get hacked or have some kind of issue and do something? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it. Keep your head on the swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it. Stay safe. Keep prepping. Hunting season's winding down here in my area. It ends in February. But my area here, it's hard to get a deer pretty much from now on. So we hope we can get them one. If you haven't got a deer yet, you're still hunting, good luck. If it's still deer season in your area and you haven't went hunting, get out in the woods. Get out in the woods. Stay safe and keep prepping.